So, how is the Gauntlet going? Well, the short answer is that it's going, but still pretty slowly. To start with, I am no longer using the second save file due to issues with a certain Tainted Eden unlock. Just watch this previously recorded thing. Let's see if I can go and take out Monsoon this time. I'm feeling like the answer is... no! What? What the hell is this? No! Oh my god. Well, this can happen sometimes, unfortunately, where randomly items inside of a secret room just kind of get glitched. It's based off of the unlock you get for beating Delirium with Eden. And if you get that, well, you're very unlucky. This is what it does. Pretty fun, but, like, also, I'm mad. Needless to say. So, yeah. I don't know if it really matters too much in terms of where I unlock this. I think it's just universal for everything, but either way, the point is that once I actually get everything, once I get all the patterns down for everything, I should be able to do it on every save file easy enough, if I even want to. So, to begin with, floor 1, still kind of struggling on Ghostbusters, still kind of struggling on Honey Drop. Everything else I feel like I have down pretty well, but... even then, the strategy has been changed up a bit. So, although I kind of start out in the same way, I mean, hey, this will still be a good showcase of kind of my strategies at this point in time. Which, I mean, this attack, for example, just kind of go around in a circle in the area where there aren't the randomly moving little ghosts. The consistent ones are pretty easy to just kind of, you know, get past. There are... these have very, very small hitboxes, after all. When I see the boss just kind of stop at a point that isn't the, you know, one of the upper corners of the room, like this. You just know to get on the same side, and then just kind of hang out there until the attack is over. It's actually starting to get pretty easy to deal with everything, yeah, except for this attack. I really don't like this attack. But like I said... small enough hitbox. It's just still the big issue becomes trying to deal with these small ghosts that have sort of semi-random movement. I don't even know if I would necessarily call it random. But yeah, going for this attack again. So, you know, down the bottom of the screen and then just wait. Easy. Mostly easy. Questionably easy. And doing it again. But now there's actually enough of these small ghosts here that I'm starting to get worried. Nope, didn't matter. Anyway. So... yep, that's enough, though. Anyway, yes, I still have that mod installed. Why not, is what I say. Okay, now instead of going over to the Cockamancer, whatever it's called, it's like, I am going to actually save him for a little bit later, because, well, still kind of a difficult boss. I mean, difficult relatively. Only taken 1 or 2 hits during the entire course of it. But the thing is, that's a lot. Very, very limited healing in the Gauntlet, after all. I mean, it's one of the few things that you do get. Now, the real issue that's been coming up more than anything else is trying to do... yeah, then I just shoot this, and that's kind of my strategy for dealing with this room without taking damage. Anything that gets rid of, you know, even slight unpredictability in enemies. But yeah, the big problem is starting to get to be the other floors, because after all, the other floors are ones that, you know, they kind of expect you to start to, start to have, you know, items. And that's one thing I don't have. Items. Well, I mean, okay, I do have items. I have items that give me a plus 0.10 to damage. Which is, you know, not a whole lot. I mean, it's enough, I suppose, but still. And just keep circling around there. Then, yeah, just kind of like up and down, up and down. Easy, but, you know, not that easy after all. Okay, and you know one thing that I didn't even mention last time is that it's not random where the shots from the ceiling come down. They come down a very specific path, which, you know, becomes very obvious as the fight ends, for example, because you just see exactly where those are at on the floor. They leave some pretty clear trails. The only thing is that it can still catch you off guard if you're not looking for it. honestly, I just kind of realized that you can just sort of like stay at the bottom of the screen and be mostly fine in this phase. Mostly fine. Really? That's the first damage I'm taking? Oh, whatever. I still do get a free heart at the end of this after all. This is hardly the boss that I'm planning to... It's hardly the boss that I am planning to, you know... to take any more damage against. And still explodes anyway if it doesn't pick it up. Okay. Yeah, there's where all the shots come down from the ceiling. I mean, it's just right there. Alright, so here's where it starts to get a little bit different. Well, I mean, it's already gotten different. I'm not fighting the Gok Demon or whatever it's called. But that's the Doom enemy. The one that I'm talking about is the one made of poop. Anyway, so from here... nearly get hit by one of those, being a little bit too confident. Going in, grabbing this. Now I'm actually going to take the Diffuse card immediately. Because I feel like I've gotten Buster down. I mean, okay, maybe not down like super great, but enough that I take less I take no damage against Buster more often than not. So, first strategy, stay kind of in the middle of the room. And then that way I can sort of react to spawning enemies in. See, after getting a bunch more of the commission flies, I guess you could call them, what happens is that usually Buster will then do like the whistle, which will result in... Yeah, getting up against the wall is sort of dangerous because of that sort of thing exactly. Yep. But yeah. The commission flies, yeah, he'll do that, which is something that, I don't know, I felt like I was getting hit by an awful lot, all things considered. There you go. But now I actually feel like, you know, staying in the middle of the room and then knowing whenever he starts to do the yell attack, just kind of like clear right on out of there. You can actually take a pretty minimal amount of damage. After all, Buster's attacks do hit himself, too. The explosions. Right, Whispers then, just because, well, I mean, hey, the 0.10 extra damage probably going to be super useful. It's not. Start out over here so that they're rotating towards me. Get the maximum amount of damage, hitting stuff. Here, what I do is I wait until the ghost goes right in front of me, and then I just press right. So, right in front of me, and then just press right, you'll be fine. Obviously, the other one, you know, due to the direction that it's rotating and everything, a lot easier to actually dodge. Kind of like get a couple cheap shots in there. So, right in front of me, and then just press right. Then wait, yeah. So, ghost right in front of me, press right. There you go. Simple as that. It's a much more consistent strategy than whatever I was doing before. Anyway, and there you go. Yeah, it's kind of always have them rotating into your shots. But that then results in me being able to get the next item over here. And also use this to make an easier way to get up the top. So, we got Griddlehorn. And now we don't have Griddlehorn. Okay, that was enough of that. Alright then. So needless to say, now I actually have a couple more bosses that I can use the white pepper against, which it makes enough of a difference. I was going to clear these out so that not distracting more than anything else. Because they do get like that. Alright. Same room as always. Don't like wait until it shoots. Funny enough, if you get all three of the badges, the little tiny characters here actually go down in 2 hits rather than 3 hits, which does make a difference, but also Alright, so white pepper against the Gawkmancer does have some fun properties. Well, first off, fun properties like this. And that does, of course, kind of make him a little bit more dangerous, but also does make it easier, right? You do just really make sure you're getting your dodge on point. And it takes out this guy significantly faster. So, you know. Do that thing. Try and get the dodges there as much as I can. And then I'm going to have to do this still, but... it's fine. Okay. And done. Anyway, that's enough of that. So it's an easier fight. Is it an easy fight? You can really get yourself hit by those explosions pretty easily, but at the same time, it's like, it's easier. I don't know. Well, anyway, and then Honey Drop. Same basic strategy that I was using before. I'm going to try and get Honey Drop into the corner, hit the wall while on top of, hopefully, several flames, and then kind of go from there. Use it potentially, if the summons are getting kind of out of control, also use it there just to make sure that I'm not taking too much damage. Or any damage, possibly. Because that's sort of the goal right now, right? Getting the lineup for the whole, like, bouncing off of the walls movement here. And mostly just taking out ads ASAP. Same thing as before. Okay. And once again... Nope, I don't like this. But okay, well, you know what? It's actually okay because got me in a corner where... Yep, that's a lot of damage there. Perfect. Yeah, why not? It's an important part of the run, right? Anyway. Okay, that's enough of that. Alright, so that mostly covers the first floor then. Mostly. Buck has still been an issue. A big issue. Because, well, the bombs tend to kill him. And I think I know why that is. Because I think it's the minions that are summoned that specifically, you know, like his own bombs that he spawns in, do not. Okay. Taking damage stupidly here. Yeah, bombs he spawns in do not deal like a ton of damage to him. Like, I think it's minion bombs that don't. That or it's all inconsistent. And Buck, swear to God, why do you keep doing this to me? Well, he's not dead yet, so, you know. I'm just going to count myself lucky on that one. There we go. Hey, maybe I should just at this point in time start figuring out. It's like, okay, so what's roughly the damage that I can do to him before he just outright dies? Because I don't know. They make it so hard. What can I say? Boss is... Wait a minute. I'm still carrying the bag. And it's going to lock me off from the next room here, of course. So let me just real quick go back in here. Grab that. Yeah, a mistake I've made actually several times. So, you know. Try not to do that. But then, yeah, I think past this point you can't go back to chapter 1. You know, getting like all the basic damage ups and stuff like that. So, have fun. Like, yeah. Nope, locked yourself off from there. All right. Back up over here. Grab this. And then, honestly, still Kingpin. I feel like Kingpin is the character that I have the best chance of beating reasonably with taking a reasonably low amount of damage. The rest of them are still pretty difficult. Well, I mean, of course, there are 2 bosses that I can potentially instant kill. Potentially. I mean, I don't, like, it might take a while for Monsoon, of course. However, doing good here, and one more of you. Yeah, Kingpin, I kind of have a strategy down for at this point. I don't know if it's, like, particularly good. I mean, it is still circle strafing around, of course, but still. Look, this is a sort of challenge that requires some very incremental progress to be made. So yeah, like what I do is I kind of go up into the corner, and I go over into the other corner. Just kind of make sure that occasionally they try doing a little bit of unpredictability in terms of movements. And, you know, of course, also just kind of shoot stuff at you, which is sort of an important thing to remember. Kind of stay away from. Then, you know, it's largely safe. Like I said, all you gotta do is just really make sure that if they decide to start taking a different route to catch up to you, I don't know if that's programmed into the AI. I don't know if that's just you know, maybe I'm going around the circle too fast, stuff like that. That, like, whatever it might be. Yep, right there. Like, right there. So I went around the rocks in the middle as opposed to just going straight for me, which is usually what I expect. It's a well-programmed boss, certainly, but still. So yeah, just one corner over to the other corner, and then if I need to adjust it, you know, it can just go into the opposite direction. Like, for example, because I can also get around these characters. Tried to get me there. I can also get around these characters just by, you know, even just staying in one half of the room. They take a while to actually get to you. However, you know, shouldn't need to. If I don't need to, I'm just gonna stay with the strategy. Keep the strategy going. That's what I say. But yeah, big circle otherwise. Because trying to take it too fast might result in running directly into a worm. A Kingpin, if you will. Which is the king of the pin type enemies. Big wide circle. Big wide circle. That way, if they are trying to go through the middle, then it's also much less likely. It's much more likely that they're gonna, oh boy, hop up. I don't like the area for those bullets, but it's okay regardless. Yeah. Doing good though. So I'm starting to kind of do that, but that's why I take the big wide circle around here. It's not just, you know, go around here. It's like hug the walls. Hall wuggin' is what I like to say. I don't, but I did. So what does that say about me and society? I'm just gonna try and keep with the strategy as much as I can, make adjustments when necessary, of course. Okay. All right, almost there. Starting. I mean, I don't like these bullet positions though. Oh yeah, you can see it was again starting to try and take a little bit of a different route. Stop though. Okay, almost there. Oof. I'm gonna take, like I said, small loop. You still can make small loops. It's not ideal. It's not the strategy, but you can take small loops. Come on, almost there. Like right there, right there, right now. There you go. Anyway, that's enough of that. Okay, so that is enough money to go and grab the first item, which is Fiend Folio, because it's an instant kill, and instant kills are good. Also, I mean, it's just like, you know, probably the most powerful of the two items. Flush doesn't really do a ton here. I'm instantly summon that one up, and then just kind of go around in the outside of the room. Deal with the spawns in here, but otherwise, there you go. Simple as that. Simple as that. I'm still planning to actually use the Fiendish Folio. Take that for my 0.10 damage up. Almost at 4. But, there we go. Do all of that. All right, 2 away from getting the next thing, but you know. All right, so what's the actual plan from here? Well, simply put, get lucky with the Fiend Folio spawn. Because Aqua Gob and the other enemy, old Spider-Man, is still pretty difficult. I mean, it's like I understand how both of them work, but you know, one is a lot of you know, additional enemies, a lot of adds. So this room just by shooting directly downwards. And then the non-boss version of the Aqua Gob is actually pretty non-threatening. You just stand still and shoot them. It's pretty easy. Which is good, because I do spawn it in this fight. Alright, Aqua Gob. Let's do this. And by let's do this, I mean let me just go get somebody else to do this for you. It's just supposed to be as simple as, like, up and down. But yeah, it's like I said, get lucky and then have up, down, up, down. Oh, down, up, I suppose in this case. And stay away from the corners of the room because of this. There you go. Oof. Okay, so that covers that then. I mean, insofar as it's, you know, covered. Stop that. Stop doing that. Still takes quite a few hits to get him. But, like, yeah, getting lucky with the, you know, luck. It's a skill. You can put points into it and into a lot of RPGs, right? Yeah. All right, so where do we go from here? Well, I mean, not flush. Let's go do a flush. So it's not just using this. Also, maybe I'll get rid of the ghosts here just to kind of clear out again, just to not be distracting yet again. Okay, so it's not just use flush. It's use flush at a very specific part of the monsoon boss fight. Also, corner up. Yeah, that's the best way that I figured to dodge that attack. Yeah, I know what you're doing. It's kind of like, a lot of this is just like, stay in the corner. A very specific attack I'm looking for here. It's not anyone that has appeared as of just yet. Okay, not this attack either. Ugh. Man, stupid water monstro. Come on, where is it? Do it for me. Show me the attack that I'm looking for. This one, right here. And there you go, baby. That's how you do it. Yeah, when it splits off into the two smaller versions, and you get the dripping badge. Ha ha ha. It sure is sweaty in here. It's true. It's not. But anyway. And then from here, well, I mean, Fiend Folio again. Which, for whatever reason, after beating a boss, seems to fully recharge the thing, so I don't know what to make of that. But at the same time. And then, it's not really worth spending money, but I take a lot of damage against this next boss, what can I say? So, yeah, it's, you know, still something I'm going to do anyway. Immediately start firing as you get in this room. Because I do not like spiders. I do not like ad fights that deal with a lot of spiders. Well, unfortunately, that is exactly what this fight is. Unless I can get a good Fiend Folio spawn. That's kind of what I'm hoping for right now. Fiend Folio. Name of the mod and everything. Beat up Slinger. This is what I ask of ye. Now do it. Do it. Okay, this is a pretty good one. Pollution does do quite a bit of damage. Also, you know, this guy walks around in like sort of a straight line and everything, so hey, does tend to get hit by a lot of the stuff. Also gives me little spawns too, which is fun. Now if only, okay, so like up and down from this guy is sort of, yep, the most safest place to be. That's working out pretty well. That'll do. That'll do. All right, so that covers that then. Go back and grab my key, because, you know, you don't get to keep anything except for the key, of course, as always. And then on to the next one. Oh, didn't even end up taking any damage there, which, by the way, can't really see it with all the little guys I got in here, but whatever. Okay, I mean, of course, I'd just like to take the Fiend Folio, but, you know, I can't. What can I say? I can't. All right, so try not to get hit by this. That would be embarrassing. And then right in here, getting a lot less impressive sort of mix of things, but do get this, a power pill, and also a soul of Lazarus, but that's not really used to get any one of the. That's not really used to get any one of the badges or anything like that. That's just, you know, there because it's helpful. Okay. So this is what I'm looking for. Organization. These guys. Make a lot of, Anyway, it's Pac-Man reference. So, there you go. Simple as that. Because, you know, Pac-Man references. Anyway, they also make Luigi's Mansion ghost sounds, too, on top of that. Hello? Where's my badge? Did I miss it? This is just like in the upper right corner or something? Look, it's not like I was going to be able to beat this at this point in time anyway, but did I need to go get all of the... I thought it was just as simple as, hey, you, you know, run into the boss, it instant kills them, and then it drops the badge. What's up with that? I actually don't know. Well, what are we doing from here then? Give me Tech 2. Why not? For fun. There's a lot of bosses on this floor. Look, I'm not going to get it on this time anyway. I'll tell you that right now. Tech 2, for example, is going to help out a lot with this alone, because this is a very annoying area. Oh boy, it's Warp Zone. Well, whatever. Let's take a look at some of the other bosses that we got here. Warp Zone's fun. Warp Zone has, well, attacks that you just kind of walk around in a circle for, or at least that's what it should be. Oh man, I'm so bad at these bosses. I have not gotten nearly the amount of practice as everything else. Yeah, just kind of like go around with it, sort of like Mega Maw. But then the big thing is that it also has unique bosses that are a lot of fun to deal with. Like, here's like a version... here's like a different version of the Gemini, for example. Like the tainted Gemini type of thing. That's fun, isn't it, kids? Yeah. Well, like, yeah, needless to say. So, I don't know what happened exactly with not being able to get the other badge. Should just be like a little Pac-Man ghost badge there, but still. Also, fun fact, if you exit out of this and then go back in... Oh, that actually wasn't what I meant to do. Useful, I suppose. Also a good way to cheese this out. But, like, yeah, the Gauntlet is, like, super broken. I've also had it be, like, if I exit out of the area and then come back in, what it'll do is, like, all of the items will no longer be paid, and you just get them all for free and stuff like that. But then, like, the actual Gauntlet itself, like, breaks down. And that just happens also occasionally, too. Like, this is set up in such a specific way that it feels like every time you cannot return to this. And then I also had, like, this, which, I mean, I suppose would save me a couple pennies at least to start with. I still need the key for the rest of the things, but... Alright, go get the white pepper early. But anyway, that's Gauntlet, baby. It's hard.